And guess what, guys? This is kind of cool. This is a fold. Did you know that? Tens are a fold in the small blind when it goes raise, re-raise. I'm not closing the action. This guy can 4-bet. And, yeah, it's actually a fold. Because early position open. And this guy 3-bets. And you don't see many 3-bet bluffs in the micro stakes at all. So this guy has a hand. He has tens plus, and ace king, ace queen, and that's it. Likely. So, and maybe we're going to see what they got. Jacks. See? So, we just lost 20 chips. We lost 20 chips. And he did 3-bet with ace-5 suited. I'm going to make a note on that. Fold. Oh, shit. So this guy has the ability to raise jacks. So yeah, the first hand of the tournament, we get pocket tens versus jacks. So that's a good sign. We're going to run excellent. All right, we check. Don't make anything, so we can check again. Check, check. All right. Now we're going to put out a small bet. We're going to bet large on the river because the 5 connects so well with our range. So if he called, I don't think he has many 5s in his range. Well, he might, but at this level. But I was going to bet 1/3 on the turn to set up a large river bet there. And it's going to look really strong when I do that. Very strong. And he's going to have a very difficult time even calling with top pair. Well, pretty much at this level, they're always calling with top pair to any bet. But we only have 13 big blinds. We got to pick our spots, but we don't dictate what the cards we get are. So strategy comes into play. All right. We can 2.5x ace-9 offsuit in the cutoff. Then we get 3-bet, and we had the bottom of our range. So well, now we're getting like great odds. Ugh. Okay, we're going to call, but we don't love it at all. And we have a blocker to the flush draw. Here we can just probably just call. We're so deep stacked. I'm just going to check. I could potentially bet this as well, but this guy 3-bet, so generally speaking, you shouldn't bet into the 3-better. Just going to call and see what develops, and then we're done with the hand. I have a backdoor flush draw on this one as well. King high this time, though, which definitely isn't as good. So we can fold to a pot-size bet. Pot-size bets at the $4 level usually means this guy has a very strong hand. Probably either a set or a flush. Now. Or a 2. It's possibly as a 2. He's playing a 67-20, so 2s are definitely in his range. Jack 6-8. Whoa. Okay. I guess it wasn't awful, I guess, but this guy 3-bet, so you have to be putting him, you never should be involved there with 6-8 for one. All right, we got a 21-7 opening in early position, so we can go ahead and fold ace-9 suited. If his stats were super loose, I probably would go ahead and bring it in for a call, but it's too loose. So. Folding that. Oh. Why is it? Okay, never mind then. 6-8 or queen 8. Yeah, we don't have enough money to play that. getting a little bit shallow in some of these games. I don't know why the time ended up like that. It's probably just because of the breaks. I didn't anticipate the breaks. So what time is it? All right, Jack 10 suited. Getting pretty shallow stacked in this 330 knockout here. Oh, and Buddy 5X's on the button. So, you know, this was a nice hand, but now we got to get rid of it. Kind of sucks. Jack 10 suited is an excellent big blind hand. Yep. That would have been a very tough spot because we know we're playing up against an ace with a flush draw, and it would either be play for stacks or fold, I'm assuming. So we avoided a pretty tough spot there. The pot was so big pre-flop too, so that's what made it so we'd have to play for stacks. And this guy's min-raising. I don't know what with, but we can't call. So this is the guy that raised with jacks, I do believe. Or no, that was this one, sorry. They got similar names, that's why. Alright, we're deep, so 100 plus big blinds, I usually 3x instead of 2.5x. This guy shoves. This guy opts to call. I'm going to raise. Well, maybe it worked out for me that guy didn't call because that was an awful flop and a turn for me. All right, King Jack's offsuit. King Jack suited I open, but we're too deep stacked to play for stacks with King with the Jack kicker or a Jack with the King kicker. So it's not a call. Jack 9 here is definitely a call. We only have 12 big blinds, and we have to make something happen here, or else we're going to lose. Terrible flop. Connects well to range, but nobody's going to believe us. 4-7 off is a fold. Believe it or not, to a min raise. I'm pretty good at the big blind defense stuff. Done a lot of studying on the big blind defense aspect of the game because it's actually very important, I think, to be a very good big blind defender, because that's where you're losing all your money is in the big blind. So you got to be excellent at defending your big blind in order to be a winning poker player. Because no other position on the table, you're automatically losing one big blind per hand. So it really helps your win rate when you're even losing like 0.85 of a big blind on average. If you're only losing half a big blind, then you're doing pretty good. Some professional poker players actually only lose like 0.15% of their big blind or something like that. Something crazy, but it's pretty hard to do, especially at this level because nobody ever folds, so you can't bluff too much. 2, 3, 4, 5. Buddy called with 5, 6. Called pretty light there. All right, pocket sixes. I don't know. This might be a little bit too good to fold, to be honest. I think pocket sixes, I know we don't really have much fold equity, but they're just a little bit too good. Okay, when it gets 3-bet, now I think we can safely get rid of it. Oh, wow. Lots of action. Yeah, I have to call. I don't know if he realizes that I have to call there and he's going to be playing out of position after the flop. I don't think he's really thinking that through. All right. that will be the end of that one. I'm kind of interested to see what these guys have. They must have something good. Ace 10 and kings. Well, that's how she goes. Okay, 4 9s a fold. Starting to get very shallow in this one. I guess we got pocket 7s here. I don't really see any need to raise. We don't need to build this giant pot with 7s out of position, so. Okay, so he wants to raise, so we'll let him take the initiative in the hand, and I'm just going to check. I'm going to slow play these. Oh, well, of course. Okay, now I can raise. Don't have to make it terribly large, but I'm probably going with these kings regardless. All right, they both call. And we get a pretty safe card. What would they call? It's not... I don't have to put much out because I'm going to be able to shove the river regardless. 2 callers. It wasn't the greatest river, but I'm going to jam. All right, I can fold kings. What did he have? Seven, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well. He made it on the turn. Okay. That's pretty shitty. But he makes... He's a guy that had jacks over my 10s, and then 10 hands later or something like that, I make middle set, and he makes a straight on the turn. So it's like, again, I was just destined, I guess. I was destitute to lose to that guy. Surprisingly enough, though, we have like, what, 10, 11, 12 big blinds left or something like that. So we might be able to come back from that. I don't know how else we could play that. Like, the only combination that beats me is 8-9. I guess we had a 3, but that's pretty unlikely on the river. Yeah, the only combo that beats, or jacks, I guess. There's so many little combinations that beat my 7s there. Kind of just have to go with it and hope that he calls with the 2 pair or a jack, a good jack. Which was what I kind of was putting him on because he was in early position. Oh, man. That sucks. Can't really do much with those. We have no fold equity rates, so we can't play 4s here. So, what happened there? Oh, I made a set on the turn. Holy. I was going to shove this, but now I can't. He's playing a 50-0. I just don't think it's strong enough to shove. We got a little bit of time to figure something out here. And I think with that hand back there, the tops or middle set, I think that if I check, he's going to jam on the river, and I'm going to call anyway. And there's a chance that if I check, he's going to check back a jack that he would have called with. So I kind of had to jam there because there's like so many combinations of jacks versus straights. So, all right, I'm going to pause the video and I will be back.